Rich Rising and happy Wednesday. I'm excited because today we're talking about beware. These content tips are ruining your engagement, right? So we're talking about beware. These content tips are ruining your engagement. So if you are a business owner, a coach, or an entrepreneur, and you're ready to take your business to the next level, but you don't know how to use videos to increase your leads and sales, then this live is for you. If you are a motivated business owner, you're stuck between the 5K and 8K a month mark in your business, and you want to increase to 10K to 20K a month, then this live is for you. And if you're an entrepreneur where you've been in business for about 1 to 3 years now, God has called you to social media so that your platform can be bigger, so that you can be a blessing to people. But each time you post your videos, barely anyone is watching, then this live is for you. We're going to talk about how these content tips are hurting your engagement, and that's probably why you're not seeing the return on your investment the way that you want to see it, right? So shout out to all my business owners who are joining on the live right now. I want you to take note, grab a notebook, grab a pen, take note, take action, make some money, honey. Why? Because action takers are money makers, not time wasters. We're going to be together today for about 45 minutes. I'm going to be dropping a lot of gems that's going to help you to increase your engagement. Why? Because engagement leads to payment. Engagement leads to payment. So if you recognize that you've been putting out your videos and your views are low and then you're discouraged because of that, I want to let you know right now you've been looking at the wrong metric. And I want to help you look at the correct metric, which is your engagement, because that's what's going to lead to payment, right? So hey Katrina, how you doing? I want to go ahead and shout out my business owners. So if you are a business owner, go ahead and drop the name of your business in the chat. If you are a coach or a service provider or an entrepreneur, drop the name of your business in the chat so I can shout you out. This is your time to shine. Why? Because now is your opportunity to let people know what it is that you're selling. Right? When you say the name of your business and we get a chance to shout it out for you, there are some people who are able to get leads from that. There are some people who are able to get new followers from it, right? If you find yourself shrinking back in this moment when it comes time to drop the name of your business in the chat, I want you to check in with yourself, because oftentimes that is an indicator as to why you're not getting as much traction. You're not talking about your business enough. So I want to shout out my business owners. Hey Anisha, how you doing? Go ahead, drop the name of your business in the chat. As you are writing the name of your business in the chat, I want you to tap in on that screen so that TikTok and Instagram can go ahead and share this live out with others. Your engagement on the live is actually really helpful. So let me see which business owners we have in the building. We got about 8 people on TikTok, 2 people on Instagram. On Instagram, we got His Masterpiece LLC and Katrina Little's The Business Creative Coach. Come on. His Masterpiece LLC, Katrina Little's The Business Creative Coach. What other business owners do we have in the building? This is your time to shine. Drop the name of your business in the chat so we can go ahead and shout you out. Now is your time to let people know what it is that you're selling. Now is the time for you to be able to attract some leads just from us shouting you out. Let's see, we got, my name is Alize. Mixed Minds Merchandise is my small business. I love it. Mixed Minds Merchandise is in the building with Alize. Who else do we have in the building? What other entrepreneurs? What other business owners? Hey Michelle, how you doing? Do we have in the building today so we can shout you out? Alize says, I make party supplies, piñatas, and customs. I love that you said that, Alize, because I'm not going to front. When you said it was Mixed Minds Merchandise, I wasn't sure if it was either drinks that you were doing, like mixed drinks, or if you were doing mindset coaching. So I wasn't really sure. Or if you just had like products for people to buy, like t-shirts and whatnot. So I'm happy that you were able to explain that. Hey, Andrea, drop the name of your business in the chat so we can shout you out. Yep, we got some more people who are joining on Instagram and TikTok. You are so welcome, Alize. Yep. And actually, I want to give this to everyone as you are all in here right now. I'm so happy that Alize had said exactly what it was that she was selling, because oftentimes what happens is I ask you to drop the name of your business in the chat, right? And you start to drop the name of your business in the chat, but based off the name of your business, people don't know what you do. They also don't know how you serve them. So this is sort of a trick question, because in all actuality, instead of just dropping the name of your business in the chat, what you really want to do is drop the name of your business and let people know how you help them. Right? So we didn't get anyone who truly did that yet, but I was happy that Alize did that, because here's the thing. Oftentimes, our goal is to get sales on social media. But if people don't know how you help them, if they don't know what you're selling, guess what? It's going to be extremely hard to get sales. So always, when someone asks the name of your business, you let them know the name is this and we help people do this, right? Because then now they're getting an image in their head that goes, that's what you do, right? So thank you so much, Alize, for dropping that in the chat. What other business owners do we have? We got 10 people on TikTok, 2 people on Instagram. Altogether, that is 12. We know that it's going to keep on going up, but I want to give you all an opportunity to drop the name of your business in the chat. If you don't, then we'll just move right along. But today we're talking about beware. These content tips are ruining your engagement. So we're talking about the content tips that you're always receiving. Post 3 or 4 times a day. Hop on this trend. Do this, do that. And you're not seeing the results from it. Chances are these are the content tips that are hurting your engagement, which is stalling your payment on social media, right? So I want to walk you through how to fix that so that now you can increase. Okay, Joy's Tunnel Vision says reseller. And hey, sweet Nutella, how you doing? Awesome. So, okay, Katrina says, I am a purpose pusher and I help women with identity, confidence, and purpose. I love that. Because now when someone hears that, they're like, oh my goodness, that's what I need. That's what I need. Katrina, my only feedback is why, right? So that they can do what? Because yes, it's great with their identity, confidence, and purpose, but so they can do what? They want to make more money. They want to get better jobs, right? You always want to make sure that you're leading with their desire as well, right? Because anyone can see that and be like, oh, okay, that's cool. But if you actually say, I help you do this so that you can this, now it's like, oh, wait, that's exactly what I'm struggling with, right? And you're talking directly to your ideal customer. Oh, thank you so much, Cammie. Awesome. We don't got a lot of business owners on today. I'm shocked. Typically, TikTok has so many business owners and you're dropping the name of your business in the chat, but it looks like we don't got a lot. And also it looks like our viewers are very low, but we will carry on anyway. Today, who am I? I'm Shamara Star Cox, TV producer and content coach. My goal is to help you create binge-worthy content that increases your leads and your sales on social media. So if you're a business owner, you're a coach, you've already been attracting customers, you seem to be stuck at the 5K, 8K mark a month, right? So you're making 5 to 8K a month in your business and you want to increase to 10K, 15K, 20K in your business. That's what I help you to do using videos on social media so that now you are attracting your people on social media and you are converting them. Why binge worthy? Because whatever you binge, you buy. And it's a fact. I want to do a quick poll with you so that I can prove it to you, right? How many of you have a Netflix account? How many of you have a Netflix account? Drop a me in the chat if you have a Netflix account. I'm raising my hand because I have a Netflix account. Oh, okay, Alize, let us help you get there. Cammie, you can click the 3rd link in my bio and then you can schedule a consultation. Awesome. Alize said me. Anybody else who has a Netflix account? Drop a me in the chat if you have a Netflix account. I'm raising my hand because I have a Netflix account, right? And let me tell you, you're welcome, Cammie. Awesome. Okay. There we go. Katrina says me. Okay. Raise your hand if you have a Hulu account. Raise your hand if you have a Hulu account. I'm raising my hand again too because I also have a Hulu account. And I know some people are like, yep, I got a Netflix and I got a Hulu account, right? So raise your hand if you got a Hulu account. Yep, there we go. I see the me's coming in. And then raise your hand if you have an Apple Music account. For some of you, it may be a YouTube Red. It may be a Spotify. But you can raise your hand if you have any of those. I have Apple Music, so that is the account that I have, right? And so what am I showing you? I'm showing you that you have these products, you have these services, you're binging it, and then you're paying for it every month. You're paying for it every month. So my job is to show you how to create that same exact experience on your page so that now you're taking your audience from just browsing to binging to buying. That's the goal. How to get your audience from just browsing your content to binge it so that they can buy. I teach that strategy to all of my clients and it works every single time. Right? So now I want to show you exactly how you can do that. Yep, Miss Funzi says Apple Music for sure, right? So once you get your audience to binge, it's a no-brainer that their next step is to buy. So that's what I help you with, right? So thank you all for tapping in on the screen. I want you to take some time right now and share this live out. I'm going to be a blessing to you. I'm going to be dropping a lot of gems. I teach my lives like they are masterclasses. Why? Because I understand the how annoying it can be being on social media for many months and following what others are saying but not seeing the results, right? Because they're holding back. We don't do that here on this live. Instead, I'm going to teach you like it's a masterclass, but as I am blessing you, I want you to bless others. So all you got to do is hit the bottom right-hand corner, the arrow, and then share this out with like 20 people in your DMs so that they can be blessed as well, right? So thank you so much for that. Tisa says, thrift is shout out business. I resell pre-loved items. My mission is to give new life gently used tie. I think I read that right. Hopefully I read it right. But congratulations. Okay, let's get into this, right? I'm going to share a story with you, and then I'm going to give you these content tips, right? These content tips are hurting your engagement. Well, first, before I share the story, how many of you right now, you're putting out your videos, the goal is to increase your leads and your generation and your sales, but when you're putting out your videos, you're not seeing a lot of views. Like the views seem to be stuck between 200 and 300 mark. Let me see a me in the chat, right? I just want to see who do we have on the live today so I know how to best help you, right? So let me see a me in the chat. If you are someone where you're putting out videos and your views are low, right? There we go. Okay, I see one me. Let me know if anyone else is there. I just want to make sure I'll be able to help you, right? And then I want to see how many of you are actually using Instagram or TikTok in order to attract customers to your page. Like you are putting out the videos or you're putting out the content and the goal is for you to be able to convert with them, right? Let me see some me's. I just want to make sure I got some business owners on the chat. I'm like shocked at TikTok right now. Usually we'll have more people on the live, but I guess they're not pushing the lives out as much. So let me see. Just going to do this real quick. As I wait for the me's to come in, I wanted to share the live out as well. All right, there we go. Yep. Awesome. Okay, so I see that a lot of you are actually using your Instagram and TikTok as, oh, my bad, Instagram. I was trying to share the live out. Okay, so I see Katrina saying me too. So I see that a lot of you are actually using Instagram and TikTok for in order for you to attract the customers, in order for you to get the sales. But where exactly are you struggling with? Are you struggling with content creation? Are you struggling with not knowing what to say in order to get them to buy? Or are you struggling with what content, how do I get the idea from my head into the video so that I'm actually speaking to my ideal customer, right? So let me see, you can just write A, B, or C. If you're struggling with the content creation piece, are you struggling with how to convert them on social media? So you already have a following, you want to know how to convert them. Or are you struggling with, I can't even get the idea out of my head and into the video to talk to my audience? Okay, Katrina says all of the above. Splurge Nation says A. Who else? What are you struggling with, right? Because I want to make sure that we're teaching this live in a way that is helping you specifically with what you're going through, right? So okay, we only got, okay, so it looks like only Splurge Nation is having trouble with just the content creation piece. And then Life with Katrina says that she's having trouble with all of the above. So we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about that today. I'm going to help you with the engagement piece, right? With what content to create so that you can get the engagement. Because with the engagement, that's what's going to help you to increase the leads and the sales in your business, right? Okay, Alize says, I have the ideas, but bringing it to life is the hard part, right? So that's, okay, so you're struggling with C, right? So I want to share this story with you. And then we're going to go right into these tips that's going to help you all, right? I'm going to give you some content tips to help you with all three of these things, right? So I love teaching Bible marketing secrets. That's what I teach all of my clients. Now, some of you are like, Bible marketing secrets, why? What I have noticed in my life is when I was creating content and putting it out there is that after a while, the trends do die down. So like I remember posting trends and going viral, but then after a while, nothing was happening. I remember trying to post 3 or 4 times a day and then nothing was happening. All I was getting was exhausted, but not actually reaching my customers, right? So I remember starting to see like, wait a second, Jesus was able to grow his following and he was able to convert his followers into customers. Into believers. So what do I need to do in order to do the same thing, right? So I started teaching biblical principles to my customers and they started to see a significant increase in their content, in their engagement, and in their sales. And the same thing with me, right? So I want to share with you one of the principles that I teach. And this is found in 1 Kings 10, 1 through 7. So 1 Kings 10, 1 through 7, this is where Queen Sheba comes to meet King Solomon, right? So I'm going to give you just a synopsis of it. At this point, King Solomon was the wisest king and the richest king, right? He became king at a young age, but he was intimidated. He did not know how to lead the people and to serve them at the highest level. Have you ever been in the space? Hey, Dash, have you ever been in a space where you have been entrusted with such a big vision and the vision was so big that it scared you, that you felt like, man, I don't know what to do. I'm going to need help with this. Some of you are in that space right now where you've been scared by this vision, and you're not moving by it, right? The goal is to help you to get unstuck so that now you're actually moving. This is where I was when I first started my business and when I first started creating content. The thought was scary because I was wondering, will I really be able to help the people? Thoughts in my mind was like, even though I was the expert, I wondered if I was really going to be able to help people to accomplish their financial goals on social media. Right? Like, who's there? Alize says, me. Who else is there? Where you have this big vision, this big purpose, and it's so scary because you're wondering, will I really be able to help the people? Right? That's where King Solomon was. And so what did he do? He asked God, can you give me wisdom? Right? Yep. Splurge Nation says same. Alize says, yep. I usually trash my ideas after coming up with them. I don't want to present them wrong. Yep. That's where King Solomon was. So here he was, he asked God for wisdom. He said, Lord, send me wisdom so that I can serve your people. That's what he said, right? And so God blessed him with wisdom. Now, this is where the story picks up in 1 Kings chapter 10, where Queen Sheba hears about King Solomon's wisdom and she comes to visit him. Right? And when she comes, she has all these hard questions that she wants to ask him. And he blesses her by answering these hard questions. Now, here's my favorite part about this story. My favorite part is this. Queen Sheba was all the way in Africa and King Solomon was all the way in Israel. And the Bible says that she heard about his fame. My question to you is, are people hearing about your fame? When you're putting out your content, is it reaching people all around the world? Or is it just reaching your family members? Or is it just reaching your friends? Because I want to let you know right now, if you want to, the next level of your business is contingent upon you reaching the right people. The next level of your business is contingent upon you reaching the right people. See, some of you are putting out content right now and it's reaching your friends. That's cool. It's reaching your spouse. It's reaching your parents. And that's nice and all. However, that's not what's going to help to increase your sales. Some of you are accustomed to word of mouth marketing. You're accustomed to referrals. And that's great. but you are in a space where you're ready to get to the next level in your business. And the only reason why it's hard to get to the next level is because not enough people know about you. Now, there are some of you on here where you're just starting out and you're like, man, I still resonate. I still resonate because I'm putting out the content and not enough people know about me. So the question is, what did King Solomon do in order for people to hear about him from all over the world? Right? Like that to me blew my mind because this was a time before social media. This was a time before telephones. And yet people were still able to hear about him depending on the content that he was putting out, right? How many of you, like, you're listening to this story right now and you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't think about it that way, right? Yep, Alize says it sounds so simple, but wow, perspective is everything. Yep, Razzle says tap the screen, share the live. Thank you so much. To someone who needs the ideas and motivation for their business, absolutely. Keep tapping in on the screen and share the live out so that others can be blessed by this, because some of you are being blessed right now. You're like, oh my goodness, I didn't think about that. The reason why some of you haven't been able to increase or get to the next level is because not enough people know about you yet. The right people haven't found you yet. And this is why some of you have been feeling discouraged, or you've been feeling like, man, maybe I should lower my price. Or maybe you've been feeling like maybe social media isn't for me. You're ready to fall back into old habits and only rely on your referrals, only rely on your ads. Some of you are running ads and your ads are doing great. But you were promised that you were to reach so much more people. You were to build a tribe of like-minded individuals. And yet something is stalling you because you haven't yet figured out the social media piece, right? You're ready for the next level of your business, but you're not sure how to use social media in order to take you there. Your other marketing efforts, they've been successful, but it's time for increase. And you know that you are kind of stuck at this one part and you're ready to get unstuck. Who's ready to get unstuck? Drop an unstuck in the chat. If you're ready to get unstuck, drop an unstuck in the chat. I want to see who I'm talking to, right? Because sometimes we have people who are just watching. But I had said earlier that action takers are money makers, not time wasters. So if you're in here, you're ready to get unstuck. You're ready for the increase. You're ready for the overflow. You're just not sure how to do that. Then I want to take time to invite you to my 5-day challenge. It is a 5-day video challenge that will show you how to create videos in a way that will attract your ideal customers to your page. So that now they are finding out about you and now you can be a blessing to them. See, some of you, you're already at the money mark you want to be and you're ready to increase. But some of you, you are at the space where you're like, there's a high calling on my life. I want to be a blessing to people. And you don't know how to do that, but you know that you've been called to social media. So I want to invite you to this 5-day challenge so that now we're showing you how to put content out in a way that people are hearing about you, but not just any old people, the people who need you, the people who have been praying for the solution to their problem, and that solution is you, the right people. Because for too long, you've been in the face of the wrong people. And so you've been thinking to yourself, maybe I should just stick to ads. Maybe my people aren't on TikTok. Maybe my people aren't on Instagram. And it's not true. You were called to social media for a reason. What happens if Facebook switches their algorithm again and your ads don't have as much reach? What happens if the referrals stop coming in? What happens if the word of mouth stops working? Is your marketing system set up in a way so that you can consistently convert each month? That's what's going to help you to get to the 10K level, the 15K level, the 20K level. So I want you, if you're in here right now and you're like, oh my goodness, that's exactly what I need. I want you to click the first link in my bio, become a member of the challenge so that we can help you with your marketing so that you are getting in the face of the people who have already been praying for you. The people who can't wait to meet you. The people who've been twiddling their thumbs, wondering when they are going to get help. You're their help, but they can't find you. Because when you put your content out, it gets stalled. It gets stuck. And we want to make sure that you're putting out the content that's going to reach your people. So you can click the first link in my bio and schedule a call with me. Let me tell you what this call is, right? This call is just a way for us to get a better understanding of your business and who it is that you're serving. We then want to let you know more information about the challenge to make sure it's a right fit for you. Our goal is to help you get results in as little as 5 days. That's the goal. And we can't help you get the results if you're not in a position to get the results. So that's the point of the call. We want to make sure that the content that we're teaching in the challenge is relevant to your business, right? You've heard me use words as increase and overflow. That's who we want to help, especially if you have been using social media for some time. You're using it for fun, but you're trying to figure out, how can I use it now for my business? That's what we want to help you with. I was in a position 2 years ago where I was putting out videos and I was getting 5K clients. I was at the 5K mark each month. But you know what? Only making $5,000 a month, it can get you but so far. But there's a lot of you in here where you want to build a 6-figure business. Like, who wants to build a 6-figure business? Drop a me in the chat. I want to just see who we have in here. Now, if you've already built the 6-figure business, you could just write already built, right? Because now you're ready for the next one. You're ready for the multiple 6 figures, right? There we go. Alize says me. Who else wants to build a 6-figure business? Katrina says me. Oh, we only got 2 people. Okay, out of the 11 people we got here, only 2 people want to build a 6-figure business. But that's cool. That's what I want to help you with. See, oftentimes we think that if we just stick to the word of mouth marketing, that's going to help us get to the 6 figures. It may not. It may help you get the 5K months, 6K months, 7K months. But in order to get to the 6 figures, you got to have the 8 to 10K months, the 15 to 20K months. That's what you got to have. And so that's what we show you in the challenge, so that now you are reaching your ideal customers. So you want to get access to the challenge, click the first link in my bio, schedule a call with me and my team so that now you can get access. The challenge starts May 6th to May 10th. So I want to shout out Katrina because she's already in the challenge. Katrina is in the challenge as VIP. So she's like, I'm already there. So May 6th to May 10th. Timothy says, I do. Thanks for helping us. You are absolutely welcome. This is why I'm here. My goal is to make sure I help as many business owners and coaches get to the next level in their business. You've already gotten yourself but so far. Like some of you in here, you've worked with the business coach. Like, who am I talking to where you've worked with the business coach? You've created the product. They showed you how to sell the product. You got a sale here or there. But what's missing is the marketing. And they've told you, go to social media, promote. And you've been doing that, but you're not seeing the results. Our goal is to help you see the results. That's what we do inside the 5-day challenge, right? Okay, so who's being blessed by this right now? Drop a I'm blessed in the chat. I know some of you are like, I'm going to the link in her bio right now, right? So as you all are heading over there, if you are on Instagram and you want to get access to the challenge, you can just comment challenge accepted into the chat, and then we'll send you a DM, right? Hey, Russelin, how you doing? Hey, Crystal. If you're on Instagram, you can just type challenge accepted into the chat, and then we'll send you a DM. TikTok, it doesn't work that way. You actually have to select the link in my bio. Oh, Unstoppable, you have to actually select the link in my bio. Only on Instagram does challenge accepted work, right? So how can you use your content in order for you to increase the amount of leads coming to your page, in order for you to increase the amount of sales that you're getting each month? How can you use this? Well, here's the thing, what a lot of people don't recognize. Instagram and TikTok is a free marketing tool. I'm going to say that one more time. Instagram and TikTok is a free marketing tool. It means that based off of the content you're putting out, you don't have to pay for ads. You don't have to boost it. You can use the videos that you're putting out in order to reach your people. Now, here's the thing. Some of you are in here and you're like, I'm going to just put out one video. That one video is going to go viral and everything's going to be good. And that's cool and all. But what's the point of that video going viral if you don't get viral sales? There's no point of virality without viral sales. I have a client I have 2 clients where both of them went viral, but they were able to get lots and lots of sales. Our goal is to help you create the content in a way that has the right messaging attached so that when you do go viral, you are now getting the viral sales as well. It's not a matter of if, because you keep putting out the content, you will go viral. But the goal here is so that you are getting your leads and your sales each month, right? So here's the thing. A lot of business owners, they haven't yet realized that marketing is the lifeline of your business. Marketing is. Oftentimes, if you recognize you're stuck at a certain mark in your business, making 5K, making 2K. Some of you are at the 2K mark. You're making 2K, you're making 5K, you're making 8K. And now you want to increase. In order for you to increase, you have to make sure that your marketing system is in place so that you're consistently generating the leads. Like for me, when I was ready to get to the next level in my business, that meant I needed to increase how many leads I was attracting to my page. I couldn't just rely on posting a video here or there. I needed to be consistent with posting my videos. And those videos needed to have a consistent message. Why? Because a lot of people, when they're coming in, some of them will follow you for a long time before buying. How many of you are noticing that? People are following you, but they're not yet buying. And you're like, what's going on? Is it me? It's not you. You just don't have enough content out yet so that they could actually buy from you. That's the biggest thing. You need to have enough content in your bank for people to watch it and binge it so that they can buy from you. Remember, the strategy is to get them from just browsing to binging to buying. They can't binge what you don't have. Notice with Netflix, notice with YouTube, notice with Instagram. The only reason why you're able to binge for hours and hours is because the amount of content that is there. If you don't have enough content going out, how do you expect people to binge and then buy? How do you expect people to buy? You haven't built enough trust with them yet. You haven't built the community yet. That's what we help you to do. We show you how to set up your marketing system so that you're consistently generating the leads from your videos. I built a 6-figure business from Instagram and TikTok from just putting out videos. I wasn't even running ads yet. I'm running ads now. But last year, I wasn't running the ads. Last year, it was just putting out my videos and going live. I was able to build a 6-figure business. So I want to show you how to do that with your videos, right? Awesome. Okay, so I want to go ahead and give you these content tips, right? So I said, beware, these content tips are ruining your engagement. So I want to show you what content tips they are. And then I want to show you how you can pivot. The goal is to increase your engagement. Why? Because it will then increase your payment. So if you're getting paid 2K a month, if you're getting paid 5K a month, and the goal is to get to 8K a month, it's to get to 10K a month, it's to get to 15K a month, guess what happens? We're going to need to increase your engagement so that now you're actually hitting those goals, right? So who's ready for this? Drop a I'm ready in the chat. Just want to make sure that you all are ready. If you're ready for these tips, drop a I'm ready in the chat. There we go. I see one I'm ready. Awesome. We're going to jump right into this. Also, thank you all for tapping in on the screen, for liking and for sharing. TikTok really does push out the lives. The more that you engage, the more that you like and you share, TikTok pushes out the live. So I just want to thank you all for doing that. Same thing for Instagram. TikTok does push it out. Okay, so here is the first one. You were told to focus on views, right? How many of you keep hearing like, you got to increase your views. You got to increase your views. So you find yourself exhausting yourself, creating the content that's not even getting the views. And you're hopping on this trend, you're using this trending audio, you hear people talking about put out educational content, and none of it is increasing your views. You want to know why? Because you're focused on the wrong metric. You're focused on the wrong metric. The goal isn't to increase the views, because actually that's hurting you. The goal is to increase your engagement. The goal is to increase your engagement. Why? Because engagement leads to payment. Engagement leads to payment. So what I want to do is walk you through 3 metrics you should be watching on Instagram and TikTok in order for you to increase your engagement, right? So engagement leads to payment, like I said. One of the number one engagements that's going to lead to conversions are your comments. Your comments. Have you ever seen videos, or some of you, this is what's happening to you. You're putting out videos that's getting 10,000 views. It's getting 2,000 views, but it's not getting the comments. And you're like, oh, well, it's doing good. In all actuality, it's not. A lack of comments on your videos lets you know that your content isn't resonating with your audience. That's what it is. A lack of comments on your videos lets you know that your content isn't resonating with your audience. Hey, Christina, how you doing? Thanks for popping in, right? So you want to make sure that you get your comments up. Now, here's the thing. You may be putting out the videos, right? Well, let me not even say you're putting out the videos, but have you seen videos where there's a lot of views, but no comments on the videos? And even when you watch it, you don't want to leave a comment. Has that ever happened to you? You're like watching someone's video. It's a good video, but because there are no comments, you don't even want to leave a comment. That's happened to me several times, where I'm like watching someone's video and I don't see no comments, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to leave a comment, right? But then the video that's like mediocre has all these comments on it, and now you want to leave a comment all because other people are commenting, right? That's actually a true thing. Let me see what they call it. They call it, there's an actual name for it, but pretty much it's, I don't have the name here. I thought I had it. I thought I had the name, right? That's the actual name for that, which is people want what other people have. People want what other people have. So if you notice that you're putting out videos and the comments are low, the goal is to get people to comment and get those comments up. Why? Because more people who comment will bring in more people who comment. Now, here's the thing about your comments, because some of you don't recognize this. It is your comments that leads to cash. Can somebody write that in the chat? It is your comments that leads to cash, not the views. You can't tell based on someone viewing your video if they're going to buy or not. Because Instagram or TikTok, they will use anything as a view. Someone could have dropped their phone and picked up their phone and landed on your video and then clicked off, and they would count that as a view. But the person who takes their time to actually comment on your video, you can now go in and have a conversation. That conversation can lead to a conversion. So I get it. It's a lot easier for us to be like, oh man, the views are not working. Maybe my content isn't doing good. But actually, if you just shift to how many comments am I getting on my videos, that can actually lead to the conversions. See, here's the difference between an influencer and a business owner. An influencer, they make their money differently from a business owner. When they put out their videos, they have to rely on the views. Why? Because they get paid from the platform and they get paid from brand deals. So the views look good for them. Even the engagement looks good for them. But as a business owner, we get paid by converting our followers into customers. Some people will buy from you who have never some people will buy from you who have never watched all your videos through. They'll be like, oh yeah, just here. I just popped up. So you want to increase the comments on your page so that now that can be the way for you to convert, right? So, yep, I see you all writing. It's your comments that lead to cash. That's true. It's the conversations that lead to conversions. Bella B Shop says, what are your thoughts on videos with likes but no comments? That's exactly my thoughts. That's exactly what I was talking about. It means that your content is not resonating. I remember talking to someone. She was interested in joining my program. Hey, Halima, how you doing, hun? And she told me, well, our content is tracking well. And I said, really? Because you have no comments on your videos. No, actually, I said to her, is it really? Because it doesn't look like it's doing good at all. And she says, well, how can you tell just from watching it? I said, because you have no comments on your videos. A lack of comments on your videos lets you know that it's not resonating with your audience. And chances are the only reason why you're reaching maybe family members or just friends, is because your videos isn't resonating with your audience. So the goal is to create content that resonates so that your audience can comment. That is the biggest thing here, to get your comments up. So I want to share this example from Christina. She just popped in here real quick. She's one of my former clients, right? Christina is a mom. She's a full-time employee and manager, and she runs her business full-time. When she first started on social media, her goal was to help moms land their dream job working from home, making 6 figures. That's her goal, right? But when she was posting on social media, barely anyone was responding to her. She had 474 followers on TikTok. And so when I reached out to her and asked her, hey, do you need help with this? She said, yes. We started working together. The first goal was to get to 1,000 followers so she can go live. We knocked that out the park. How? Because I gave her a strategy to get people to comment on her page. When she joined the challenge, she said, Star, I want to know how I can get leads. I said, do this with your videos. She did it, and the next day, not 2 days later, not 3 days later, not 1 month later, the next day, she got 30 leads from that one video. That was last year, February. Do you know that video is still generating leads today? Right? So that is the goal. That when you're putting out the videos, you're generating the leads, and you can't do that without the comments on your videos. How many of you in here right now, you're like, I'm learning something new? Drop a me in the chat if you're learning something new. Before you were hung up on the views, and now you're recognizing, wait a second, I got to focus on the comments. The comments is what's going to get to the cash. Yep, there we go. There we go. I see a lot of me's coming in. I want to give you, I want to ask you this. What does 30 new leads mean for you and for your business? 30 more leads for your business in a day. 30 leads in a day. Like, what does that mean for your business? For some of you, it means a higher chance of converting. Yup, Bella B said a lot. It means a lot. For some of you, it's a higher chance of converting. For some of you, that means I'm going to get these sales and I'm going to pay these bills. For some of you, for me, 30 new leads mean I'm getting these sales and I'm paying my team. Right? So I want you to think about that. Because the goal of social media is not just to put out videos, just to put out videos. The goal is to post with a purpose. That purpose is profits. I'm going to say that one more time. The goal of social media is to post with the purpose. That purpose is profits. If you are putting out videos and you're using Instagram and TikTok as a way to do marketing, but it ain't bringing in the profits, we have to shift your marketing strategy. So if you're in here right now and you're like, I want to know how to get 30 leads with one video. I want to know how I can increase my leads. Thea says rent is paid with 30 new leads. That means, Rhea, your conversion game is strong, right? You want to know how to get leads each time you are posting your videos? Then go ahead and click the first link in my bio. Become a member of the challenge. That's what we show you. It's no gimmicks. It's no hop on this trend. Actually, we just teach you Bible marketing secrets and how to serve your audience through your videos. Some of you in here said, I just don't know how to get the ideas out of my head and into the videos. Some of you said, I don't know what content to create that's going to help me to reach my ideal customers. That's what we show you in the challenge. Our goal is that you are putting out videos that speaks directly to them so that they will feel like that they are seen and heard. You ever hear people say things like, oh, you want to put out content so your audience can know, like, and trust you? That's nice and all. Some of you, your audience know you because you're putting out the content. Some of you, your audience like you because you're always inspiring them. Some of you, they trust you, right? Because they're always having conversations with you, but they still not buying. You want to know why? Because they don't feel seen and heard yet. Our goal is to show you what content to put out that speaks directly to your ideal customer so that they now know it's time to make a buying decision. I just got to go ahead and buy. I don't even know why I waited so long. I just need to go ahead and buy. That's where where some of you are. Some of you are just at the brink. You are so close. You're putting out the content. You just now need to make this one tweak, which is, here's what to say to get people to buy your videos. Once you do that, that's when you're going to see the shift in your content. But right now, you don't know what that is. So we want to show you what it is in the challenge. Now, here's the thing. I've been talking about general admissions. General admissions is at no cost to you. You come in, you click the first link in my bio, and we have a conversation with you. If you're a great fit, you get added to the challenge. But we also have another level, and that's the VIP level. And the VIP level is only for the business owners who want to treat their business to VIP. It's for the business owners who recognize the power of coaching. It's for the business owners who's tired of putting out the content, running around in circles, trying to figure out why people aren't responding. That's what VIP is for. In that, we show you how to land your ideal customers directly on Instagram and TikTok. We show you a content strategy to help you generate your leads. So that now when you see the leads coming in, you're like, oh my goodness, that's all I needed to do? I want to tell you the story about Marianne. Marianne is in her 60s, and she helps men and women near to retirement age create passive income so that now they don't have to retire broke. Marianne's ideal customers are also in their 60s, and she used TikTok. When she joined the challenge, we showed her exactly what to say in her videos, and on day 1, she got 5 leads. Come on now. Y'all not clapping enough. Day 2, she got 5 more leads. I'm going to clap for her. Day 3, she got 3 leads. Why? Because we showed her what to say in her videos so that her audience will feel seen, so that her audience will feel heard, so that her audience will be served. And she did this. Let me tell you this. She did so well in the challenge that we just was like, oh my goodness, she's like a lead generating machine. 1 week after the challenge or 2 weeks after the challenge, sis went viral. Got 60,000 leads from one video. What does 60,000 leads look like for you? Some of you are like, I'm not even in a position to receive 60,000 leads. Some of you were okay with the 30 leads in one day. But now I'm talking about 60,000 leads. That's a lot. What could you do with 60,000 leads? And these aren't people where like they just drop off. These are people who are actually saying, I want your stuff. I want coaching from you. I want to buy your products. I want you to design my event. I want you to design my wedding cake. I want you to do my hair. These are people who are actually saying, I want to buy from you. Could you even imagine receiving 60,000 leads? Some of you are like, girl, you lost me. I'm still trying to get the 30 leads. But let me tell you right now, 60,000 leads into my business means that I'm converting at least 30 to 50% of those people. And now my business is at multiple 6 figures. We're already at the 30K, 40K, 50K a month mark. And that's just from one video. Imagine what you can do. See, the reason why I love teaching social media is because the possibilities are endless. Instagram and TikTok is the fastest way to get your message out there. You can be just like King Solomon, who reaches people all around the world, where people are hearing about his fame. I don't think some of you realize this yet, but your content will enter rooms before you do. Your content will speak on your behalf before anyone meets you. But if you don't have a bank of content that is consistently nurturing your audience, guess what? It's going to be extremely hard to increase. It's going to be extremely hard to receive overflow. And so we want to show you how to shift that. All of our clients who've seen significant increase in their business has joined VIP because they recognize the power of coaching. They weren't in a space where they're like, hey, I'm just starting out. I'm new to this. They weren't afraid to invest in their business because they knew that the return was so much better. These are people who went from, I'm not getting any comments, I'm not getting any leads on social media, to now they have 60,000 leads, 30 leads in one day. I have so much more clients who are able to get these leads. So we want to show you how to do that. You want to get access? Click the second link in my bio. Become a VIP member. Let us work with you directly. Because some of you in here, the only reason why you're stuck is because you can't get out your own way. Like, you're comfy right now. You're already hitting the 5K. You're already hitting the 8 to 10K a month. And even though you desire to increase, you're comfy. You're like, oh, whatever. I have it on cycle right now, where I'm just getting my referrals. I'm just getting my ads, right? And people are just coming in from there. But yet there's something inside of you that's making you go, wait a second, I want to reach more people. Who in here wants to reach more people? Drop a me in the chat. I want to reach more people. You want to know why you have a desire to reach more people? It's because you have a calling on your life. You have a calling on your life. The goal wasn't to just get stuck at the 8 to 10K mark. Yep, Katrina said, me, I want to reach more people. Hey, Linda, I didn't even see you pop in here. Hey, Jovia. Hey, Nicole. The goal wasn't to get stuck. It wasn't to get to a point in your business and be like, that's it. I get to just sit back pretty. The goal was overflow. The goal was increase. The goal was to reach a tribe and build a tribe of like-minded people who needs what it is that you have. Some of you in here, you're just sitting here like, man, I know I should be reaching more people. I know I should be blessing more people. I know that my content should be a blessing. You just don't know how to do it yet. Let us help you in the challenge. Let us help you, because I want you to think about this. Who suffers each time you don't show up? Each time they can't find your content, who doesn't get blessed? I know for me, I had fear. I had fear of being judged on camera. I had fear when I made the most money in my business one month, I had fear that I wasn't going to be able to do it again. And I could have stopped at any moment. I could have been like, okay, I'm done once I build a 6-figure business. But I knew that if I kept showing up, that I would be able to bless so much more people. Had I not shown up, Christina wouldn't be able to reach her people. She has people reaching out to her like, thank you so much. She's helping women who have been undervalued, underlooked, underpaid in their job, make 6 figures in their business. All because I was able to help Christina. But she's not the only one, right? I have so many business owners like Lori, where her father died young of diabetes. He was obese, and she was headed down the same track. And then she decided, I don't have to go down this track. I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to make a lifestyle change. That's where some of you are. You are headed down a road of destruction, and then you realize, I don't have to go down this track. And you were able to transform your life, and now you want to be able to help others transform their lives. And so here's Lori now, putting out her content, and ain't nobody checking for her. And it was frustrating because she's showing people how to do fitness. She's showing them how to live a healthy life. And ain't nobody was checking for her. And then she joined the challenge at the VIP level. I told her exactly what to say in her videos to get people to buy. And the next day, can somebody write the next day in the chat? The next day, not 5 days later, not 28 days later, the next day, she had 3 leads on her post, all because she said exactly what I told her to say to reach her people. But imagine, thank you so much, Misha. Imagine if she never showed up. Those 3 people wouldn't be blessed. So who suffers every time people can't find you? And not only is it, thank you so much, Katrina, not only is it the people who's looking for your help, but some of you started your business because you want to create generational wealth. You want to leave a financial legacy for your family. If you don't increase, your family doesn't increase. I know for me, I don't want to pay that cost. And so for me, I make sure that I do whatever it takes. I'm making sales, not excuses. I'm making sales, not excuses. Some of you are accustomed to your excuses because you're comfy. But you know that you want to be able to get to the next level in your business. What is going to help you to get to the next level in your business? What decision do you have to make in order to get to the next level in your business? Or are you going to remain stagnant? Because let me tell you right now, you know what business was thriving and then they just relied on their success and they just was riding it out until now they died completely? Blockbuster. Y'all remember Blockbuster? Hashtag don't be Blockbuster. They was thriving in the 80s and the 90s. Remember going into Blockbuster looking for the DVD? Can't wait to get home for movie night? Blockbuster was doing so good. And then Netflix came around, asked to do a partnership with them, and they were like, no, we're good. We're thriving right now. We're the place to be. And then now where's Blockbuster? Blockbuster, where art thou? Nowhere to be found. Don't let that be your business. Don't get comfy in your success right here. Go to the next level so that you can bless people on the next level. If you know that you were called to social media, if you were called to be a blessing, if you know that there's a calling on your life, and that when you speak, you help to transform lives, then you need to be in the challenge at the VIP level because we help you to reach your people. Here's the thing. When people see me, they pay me. That's the mindset I give all my clients. When people see me, they pay me. So imagine how much more when they see you. They're seeing your ads. They're hearing about you from other people. But imagine now your social media is set up in a way for them to see you more. For them to see exactly how you can bless them and help them. Imagine that. When people see me, they pay me. That's the goal. That's what social media allows for you. Right? Who's being blessed right now? Who's like, girl, I needed that. Yup. Katrina said, woo, make sales, not excuses. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Carlos, how you doing? Let's see. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Wayne says, I want to ask, what website can you use to make competitor profile insights? I am not sure. I'm not even sure the question that you're asking. Awesome. Yes, Katrina says this was good. Yes, I'm so happy that you all are being blessed. Let me see. Okay, I want to give you all another content tip, right? I want to shout out some of my VIPers. We have Katrina, who's in VIP this month. We got Dr. Angela, who is in VIP. She's a cosmetic dentist. We got Ebony in VIP. Sis has a phenomenal travel group. I'm like, let's get it. Let's get it. If you're a business owner, you're a coach, right? You're offering a service. You have a high ticket offer. Your offer is $5,000 or more, even if it's at $3,500 or more. And you want to be able to increase your sales. You want to be able to increase your leads. Then join us in the challenge and join us at VIP. That's who we're able to serve, right? Okay, let me give you the second one. So you were told to go viral. Oh, let me do a recap. We're talking about beware. These content tips are ruining your engagement. And because of that, it ain't leading to payment on social media. So the first one I gave you was you were told to watch your views. Get your views up, get your views up, get your views up. But now I'm telling you to get your comments up because it's the comments that lead to cash. So now the next tip is you were told to go viral, but actually that's hurting you because you're creating content just for virality, right? Ain't nothing wrong with going viral as long as you have the right message to get the sales. Ain't nothing wrong with going viral. But if your goal is to just go viral and you don't have the right message, guess what? You're not going to get the sales that you want on social media. You're going to get a whole bunch of people who's like, oh my goodness, your content is amazing. You're so inspiring. Who's getting that now? People are commenting on your post. Your content's so amazing. It's so inspiring. I just absolutely love your content. Like, who's getting that right now? That's where I used to be. In a space where my content was going viral, But honey, when it came to getting the sales, it was like, oh, all right? So instead of focusing on virality, I want you to focus on creating savable content. Creating savable content. So for some of you who are in here, you're like, I don't know what content to create. I don't know how to get what's in here into videos. This is what's going to help you. I'm going to share that with you right now. This is what's going to help you, right? So as I said before, you want to get the comments up because the comments is what leads to cash. But on Instagram and TikTok, comments is not the highest form of engagement. Just wanted to let you know that. The highest form of engagement, it goes in this order. Shares first, saves next, then comments, then likes. That's why we don't focus on likes. And we had to put a dollar amount to everything. Once you think about this, we're going to put a dollar amount to each of these engagement metrics. Shares is worth $100. And saves is worth $50. Comments is worth $20. And likes is worth pennies. I know some of y'all thought I was going to say $10, but it's not. It's worth pennies. So again, if we put a dollar amount to the engagement metric, shares is worth $100. Saves is worth $50. Comments is worth $20. And likes is worth pennies. Right? Now, as a business owner, we're okay with the comments because that $20 add up. It add up. But when we're on social media and we want to increase our engagement, one of the things that you want to increase are your saves. You want people to save your videos. Why? Because when people save your video, Instagram and TikTok make sure that they keep feeding that person your content. So here's what happened. Someone sees your video, they save it. It's now an indication to Instagram and TikTok, oh, this is the type of content they like. So now every time you post, you're going to be the first person they see. Who does that happen to now? Where you're on TikTok or Instagram, and each time you're scrolling or each time you open the app, you always see that one person pop up first. And you're like, dang, they don't got anybody else? That's because you saved their content. And now Instagram and TikTok is making sure that they are top of mind for you. Let me tell you this right now. Top of mind gets you sales. Top of mind gets you sales. I remember when I was trying to break into the TV industry that I went to interview at this popular TV network. And I didn't get the job right away. Right? But they told me to keep in touch. So I did. I followed up for an entire year. And then they reached out to me 1 year later and hired me for a higher position that I even applied for. You want to know why? Because I was top of mind. The question is, are you top of mind? When you're creating your content, are people still thinking about you? Or are they landing on your page and forgetting about you? The worst thing you can do is create forgettable content. Our goal is to show you how to create unforgettable content. So that now when people see you, you're always on their mind. You're always on my mind. That song just popped in my head. I know I'm not the only one where that song just popped in my head, right? But that is the goal. Create savable content. So some of you are probably in here, how? How do I create the savable content? Tell me, Star. Right? Amazing Digital Life says, is saving different from following? Yes. Saving is different from following. Following is a different metric that we follow, right? That we look at. But saving is when they watch your video, they actually hit the bookmark to save the video. Right? Yep. Top of mind gets you sales. That's what Katrina wrote inside the chat. So you're like, how do I create savable content? And that is with storytelling. Storytelling and educational content. So it's twofold. People will save your videos when you are serving them. So create educational content. But let me tell you right now, because some of you are like, oh, I've heard it before. I heard it all before. Create educational content. And you're putting out the educational content. 3 tips for this, 2 tips for that. And still people aren't saving. Still people aren't commenting. The missing part to your educational content is storytelling. You don't just want to be giving tips. Why? Because people are tired of the information. They get so much people are tired of the information. They get so much information from so many people. The goal is to help them get transformation. So especially to all of my coaches who are out there, and you're wondering, what content do I create? You create the content that's going to help your audience get a transformation. That's what you need to do. Now, here's the thing. I got this strategy from Jesus. When Jesus was walking this earth, he had a twofold strategy to save the world. The first part, grow his following. The second part, convert those followers into believers. 2 parts. Grow his following, convert those followers into believers. And so when I saw that, I said, wait a second, that's our strategy on social media. Grow our following, convert our followers into buyers. What are buyers? Buyers are believers who believe that you can help them get their transformation. There goes that T word again. Transformation. You're so stuck on giving information that no one's being transformed by your content. And that's why they're not saving it. So if you want to grow your following, if you want to convert those followers into believers, you got to create content that's more than 3 tips to this, 4 tips to that. You got to start transforming the minds. And you know how Jesus did it? By telling parables. Parables. He told stories. Storytelling is the fastest way to attract your audience, to nurture your audience, and to help them make a buying decision. And so my client, Christiana, she implemented this into her business. When she first started working with me, sis already had 2 successful businesses. And she was starting now a coaching program and wanted to use social media to attract those clients to her. So here she is putting out her content and ain't nobody checking for her. Meanwhile, she got 2 successful businesses. And yet, in social media, this becomes new territory. It's like starting over. That's where some of you are. You have a successful business. You're ready to get to the next level of success. And you know social media is the way to do it, but you feel intimidated because this is new territory. And what worked for you in the past is not working right here. So now you're trying to figure out, how do I shift? How do I shift? So I showed Christiana how to do that with storytelling and with her live videos. Sis got 10 new clients. 10 new clients. Before, ain't nobody was checking for her. After she joined the challenge at VIP, sis got 10 new clients because she was creating savable content. She's not the only one. My former client, Ashley, she was actually just starting out. She didn't even have enough followers on TikTok to go live. And yet, we showed her how to create savable content with her storytelling. Sis went viral. Got thousands of followers on TikTok, thousands of followers on Instagram. I'm telling you that it works for a reason. Because some of you right now, you're frustrated. It's annoying. You're like, I've been putting out content after content after content, and you just about ready to give up and give up and give up. Because ain't nothing working. This person said to do this, it didn't work. This person said to do this, it didn't work. You know what the reality is? The reality is you're just not doing it long enough. Like when you truly understand marketing, once you lock in, this is the content my audience wants to see, you keep doing that, it's going to help you skyrocket. But storytelling has to be part of your content strategy. Yep, Black Sheep says, oh, I like your name, Black Sheep versus Sassy Goat. Says, so frustrating. Let us help you turn that around in the challenge. Click the second link in my bio, become a VIP member. Because we get to work with you directly. See, the challenge starts May 6th to May 10th. And we have, it's from 11 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. Eastern if you join us at the VIP level. So when you're VIP, you get an additional hour each day. Why? Because that first hour is for us to help you with your content strategy so that now you know what to create. Now you know what to say in your videos to attract your tribe. And you know what stories to tell so that you can attract them. Oftentimes when my clients come to me, they're so closed off. They're so closed off. They don't know how to create an emotional connection with their audience through videos. And then after 5 days, they're like, I know exactly what to say. I know exactly what to do. That is our goal for you. So you want to be in a space where you're increasing, where you're prepared for overflow. Because here's the thing. It's not a matter of if I will get the clients. It's a matter of will I be ready for the overflow when God releases it. Some of you, God has told you that he will grow your business by leaps and bounds. Some of you, God has told you that your reach will be as many as the leaves on a tree. But are you ready to receive them? See, if you don't have a marketing system in place, what's going to happen is the people are going to come and you're going to get stuck again. And remember what I said, hashtag, don't be Blockbuster. Blockbuster was not in a position to increase. And you know Blockbuster is not the only one. Kodak as well. Napster as well. Y'all remember those brands? Growing up on those brands like, wow, they taking over the world. And now where are they? Don't be that. Be the person who is ready to increase and going to the next level. And that's what we help you with in the challenge. So you want to become a VIP member? Click the second link in my bio and join us. You'll get access to your bonuses so you can start right away before the challenge even starts. And then we'll see you at 11 a.m. Eastern on Monday to help you with your content strategy so that you're attracting your people, the one that you're called to serve. Because I know you didn't come to social media just to be here. You were called here because this is your territory. And the people you were called to bless, they're ready for you. They just got to find you. Right? So the challenge is for the coach using Instagram or TikTok to take your business to the next level, but you're not sure what content to create to increase your leads and to increase your sales. We want to show you how to do that. I remember getting to a point in my business where I was good at attracting the leads. But each time the algorithm shifted, I took a hit to my leads. We want to show you how to increase in spite of what the algorithm is doing. I used to be the person who was hopping on trends, and that was only taking me but so far. Instead, we want to show you how to create evergreen content so that you're consistently bringing in your leads despite of what happens with the algorithm. The challenge is also for the business owner that understands the power of video. You have a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of wisdom, but you don't know how to present it in your videos in a way that attracts your tribe. So you've been in your business for a while, or you've worked as an entrepreneur for a while, or you've worked in your career for a while. You have a wealth of wisdom, a wealth of knowledge, but when it comes time to creating the videos, it's like everything tries to come out at once and you don't know how to focus it in a way so that now you're attracting your people, the ones who are ready to buy from you. We want to show you how to do that in the challenge. And the challenge is also for the entrepreneur where you're tired of being invisible. Let's face it, you have a high calling on your life. You've worked in your 9-to-5 for over 20 years. You started your business, you turned your idea into a wonderful digital product or a coaching program. And then when it comes time to sell it, you're getting the sales, but you're ready to increase using social media and you recognize ain't nobody checking for you. It don't matter what you do. You go live, barely anyone is there. You post the videos, barely anyone responds. And you see the young 22-year-old who knows less than you, doing less than you, making more than you. And you're like, what? I know. You know that your platform should be bigger. You know that you should be earning more. And you know that you should be booking speaking engagements. Now, I'm not going to teach you how to book speaking engagements, but I am going to show you how to show up as the authority, as the expert, where you are now being a blessing to your community and you are selling them products, honey. That's our goal. So if you're in here and you're like, yo, I need this challenge, Star, you are my coach. You can choose to be VIP by clicking the second link in my bio and joining us for an additional hour each day of the challenge. Or you can do general admissions where you have to schedule a call with me and my team. VIP helps you to skip the line. because now you automatically get right into the challenge because you're letting us know, oh, I'm serious about my business. I'm ready to take it to the next level. As for general admissions, you have to go through the call so we can make sure that the content is valuable to you to help you get to the next level. All right, so I'm going to be back again tomorrow. So I only go live Wednesdays and Thursdays at 6:45 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to be back again tomorrow with 2 habits hurting your sales and you're guilty of it. So 2 habits hurting your sales and you're guilty of it. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful day today.